Hey yo, what's going on guys? Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. I haven't made a talking video in a while, so here it is. Today is actually really cool. I just got in the mail a new drone and I thought I would talk about it with you guys because I'm going to be doing like flight testing and video testings on this thing. So yeah, this is basically going to be like the what that drone is explained, you know. So this is the cfly Faith Mini. It comes in this. I have the one battery version, like it comes with just one battery, so the box is a little bit smaller. If you get the two battery version, it actually comes in a little bit of a thicker case and it has D-rings on the side, so you can put it on like a shoulder strap, you know, which is really cool. But yeah, in terms of the bag, this one's pretty nice quality. You know, it's nothing to like write home about, you know, but the strap is pretty cool. You know, it's got this really nice like nylon style strap, and a nice like rubberized grip. So yeah, it's just really nice to hold on to. Okay, so now we're gonna open it up. I think the way I'm gonna do this is I'm first going to talk about the drone itself, then the controller, then the battery and charger, and then probably the accessories and instructions and things like that, you know. Okay, so here is the drone. It's pretty cool. It is pretty, you know, it's pretty small, you know what I'm saying? Folded up, I mean, even when it's out, like even when the arms are folded out, it's kind of small, you know. Bada bing, bada boom, pretty nice. As you guys can see, the propellers are like the what are they called? They have a specific name. I forgot what they're called. I know Tigger RC reviews. He's a really cool guy. He's a fellow drone YouTuber from Scotland actually, and he always calls them floppy dog ears because that's what his grandkids calls them. You know, so that's I'm gonna call these floppy dog ears. And they have like the orange on the edge. It's like as they're spinning, there's like a circle of orange, which is pretty cool. The motors are brushless motors, which is really cool for this price range. Usually you don't see that on this, so at least a couple of years ago. I guess now technology is kind of getting, I don't like saying technology is getting cheaper because it ain't getting cheaper, baby, but you know, whatever. So yeah, nice little brushless motors right there. You can see the motor windings in there. That's really cool. On the back, that's your battery port. I'm going to show you the battery in a moment. And you have an SD card slot here to record your 4K video. This does 4K, by the way. But the thing is, if you record straight to your phone without an SD card, it only goes up to 2.7K, which even like for most mobile phones, that's still pretty dang good. But you know, if you do want that 4K quality, you're going to want to get an SD card to put in there. And next to it is a Type-C connector, which I thought you could charge the battery while it's in the drone. Like you just plug in the drone and it works. And maybe you can do that. But according to the instructions, that's not what that port is for. Okay. On the bottom, and that's the back. On the bottom, you have an optical flow system, and you also have your camera. It's got a gimbal cover, and it's got a sticker on it that says, please remove gimbal cover before flight. All over this thing, there were stickers, like even on the arms, like it would say, put this arm first, then put the, you know. But yeah, so you just simply take that off like so, and there's your camera. It is a 3-axis gimbal, which... I did a little bit of testing in my room on like the 3-axis gimbal. It is smooth. It is really smooth. Is there anything else? In terms of the drone, that's pretty much it. It has GPS, it has follow me, it has orbit mode, it has all kinds of modes you want to do. It says it has an obstacle avoidance, but I don't know. The way I'm going to be flying this thing, at least like at least the first couple of flights, like it's not even going to get near anything to crash type thing, you know. But yeah, that's the drone. Pretty nice little. It's nice, man. I like it. Right, now, onto the controller. This part's pretty cool. So, hang on, guys, just getting the controller here. All right, so there's your controller. If you can see, there's no sticks on there, and that is because they actually come unscrewed. Like you can unscrew the sticks from the gimbals on the controller, which is pretty cool. Where's the second one? There we go. Those are the sticks. Let's just screw those in right now. Bada bing. Bada boom. These are really nice because if you're a pincher, these have rubber on the sides, which make them super nice to hold from the sides if you're a pincher. But if you are a thumber, it's got this really, like, not really aggressive, but it's got this like aggressive texturing on top, which makes it nice for your thumbs. You have your two antennas up top. Just turn those and you can turn those however you like. And I have looked, there is a wire going into these antennas, so these are real antennas, they're not fake, you know, like a lot of the toy grade drones. And you put your phone in the bottom like so. You just extend these and you would put your phone in there. For my phone, which is the Redmi Note 10 5G by Xiaomi, the case I have for it is quite thick, you know, so I actually have to take the case off to use it in here, but you know, that's fine. Okay, so yeah, starting from the top, we're going to work our way down. At the top you have your two antennas, and they are nice quality. What I like is when it comes to putting it away, you can't turn them any which way. They only turn from here to here, and then you would just bend it down like so. Okay, on top you have your video start and stop button, you have your photo button, and you also have your gimbal wheel. And yeah, that's right, this, like with this drone, you can change the angle of the gimbal from the controller, which is really cool. My old drone didn't have that. You had to like preset it before you fly, and then you would like fly and hope for the best type thing. Moving on to the face, that's your battery indicator. It goes quarterly, so like if it's there, it's 100%, then it's what is it, 75, then 50, then 25, and then dead. This indicator light here is basically if you're connected to your drone and if you have signal and all that good stuff. All this information is in the instructions. Then you have your on and off button, you have your gimbals, you know, your sticks obviously, then you have your return to home and motor start button, you have your auto takeoff, auto land, you have a sport mode, which actually makes the drone go faster, you know, and then the instructions say this button is a zoom button, but like, I don't know, it's marked FN, so I don't know if I'm going to use it or not. And then, like I said before, at the bottom you have where your phone goes. To charge, it takes micro USB, which does kind of suck, you know. I do wish it had type C, but type C is the future, man. Okay, so that's the controller. Oh, and the range on this thing is 1.8 miles in perfect conditions, like 1.8 miles. I'm personally probably not going to fly this over a mile in any direction type thing. But yeah, onto the battery. So the battery looks like this. It is a 2-cell battery, and it is, where is it? Where's the milliamp hours? 2,100 milliamp hours, 2S. And with the charger, like, oh, by the way, you have indicator lights. Boom. It's fully charged for next time I fly, when I do my little flight tests, you know. And this is the charger that came with it. All you do is you get the little connector pins, you put it on the thing like so, and then you click it into place. And then with another micro USB, you would charge this up. It takes about 2.5 to 3 hours to charge. And I did that on a charger that is 22.5 watts. So it might take longer for you guys. I don't know. Something that is pretty cool also is the way you get the feed to your phone isn't by Wi-Fi. You don't go into your Wi-Fi and click like cfly drone. Like, no. The way it works is you have this wire, which this side goes into the controller and this side goes into your phone, and you would go into the app, which is the cfly Go app. Hang on, I'll open the app for you guys. I don't. All right, okay. Bada bing, bada boom. Oh wait, no, it's got to be that way. Hang on, guys, it's coming. Oh, it just started up automatically. Oh wow, okay. Hang on, guys, hang on. Oh, there we go. So if you're connected by that wire, it would. Can you guys not? Oh gosh. Oh, there we go. You see how it says no device? That would say connected, and then you would obviously just click the drone that you have, which is for this one either the Faith 2 SE or the Faith Mini, and you would click on which one you have, and you would go into the interface. It's a pretty nice app. One thing I do know is some Android phones don't support the cfly Go app. So what I recommend for that is to download the Enjoy Flight 2 app. That one is a little bit more. It doesn't look as professional, but it does work. And I tested it out using that app and this app, and it worked on both of them, type thing. So it's all about what you want to get, you know. If you are on Android, you are going to need to scan the QR code in the instructions to get the app. You can't just go into the Google Play Store and search it up, type thing, you know. So yeah, that's pretty much everything in terms of the actual drone. Like, there's the drone, the controller, the batteries or battery. Battery life. Each battery is supposed to last about 26 minutes of flight time. Which is really cool, but in real world flying, like when you're actually going on the throttle and flying into the wind and putting pressure on a drone, you're probably going to get closer to 20-ish minutes out of it, you know. But yeah, the accessories you get with it is a micro USB cable to charge the controller as well as the batteries. You also get a pack of props with a hex nut, and some screws to put the propellers onto the drone. You know, the actual screws that hold the propellers on are hex, so they include all that stuff in these baggies. The other thing they include with it is the wires for whatever type of phone you have, like to connect the controller to your phone. They have Lightning for iPhone, you know, even iPhone nowadays are going to Type-C. They have Type-C and they have micro USB, and I use a Type-C for my phone. So they also include two booklets. The first one is a disclaimer and safety guidelines booklet, and it is in both Chinese and English, or Asian and English. Which is pretty cool. This would be sort of where you learn about the general safety of using drones and flying around trees and like some basic laws type thing. But if you are going to do any type of drone flying, I do recommend learning your local laws, is what I'm saying. And when you do start to learn those laws, you'll realize how the society, like whoever made these rules, do not want FPV to be a thing. I guess if you had like a spotter with you, but you know what I mean. And then the other thing you get is the actual instructions, and it is both in Asian, I'm guessing Chinese, and English, and this goes through everything. Holy crap! Like this is the table of contents, right? Here we go. Flight environment requirements, disclaimer and warnings, know the aircraft diagram, LEDs and status indicator of aircraft. Know the remote control, which is the remote control diagram, the status indicator, joystick mode. You can switch between mode 1 and mode 2, by the way. It ships with mode 2. which is most common in drones, but like you can switch it to mode 1 if you want to. I know a lot of Asians tend to use mode 1. Was it how to control the aircraft, so like what each stick does, basically, like your throttle and pitch and yaw and all that good stuff. Battery life check, charging, download the app, the interface description like of the app, propeller remote control, preparing the aircraft, getting ready to fly, which is like getting the satellites and all that good stuff, operating the aircraft takeoff. Whenever you want to fly this thing, you have to unlock the drone, which is actually like holding down a button for like 3 seconds, and then you click the auto takeoff and it takes off, you know. What else? Operating the flying aircraft, your flight gears. That's the sports mode. They call it gears, but it's basically like the regular mode, and then like that'll go like this much, and then there's like the sports mode, which will make it go like this much. That's not an accurate representation, by the way. I'm just explaining what it does to the drone. It makes it tilt more, which makes it go faster. Operates aircraft landing, powering off, the gimbals, the photo and video, the intelligent flight modes. That's like what I was saying, the orbits and the follow me and all that stuff. It has one flight mode where you hover it in front of you and you put yourself in like a little box, and then when you click like the go or the start or like the command to start what you tapped, it does this really cool effect where it zooms backwards as it's going up, so it does this like diagonal thing, and it's like looking at you as it does it. It's really cool if you're trying to do like an edit type thing. That's super sick. What is it? Other instructions like the optical flow and replacing the propellers, battery usage and storage safety, and then at the back it has all the packing details, like what's included in the thing. So for a drone, like here's the thing, right? This was 150 quid, right? For the 2 battery mode, for the 2 battery option, it's just under 200, but this was 150, and I think it's worth it, man. Like for 150, you get the 3-axis gimbal, you get GPS, you get your intelligent flight modes. You know what I mean? You don't even have to connect to it via Wi-Fi. Like you know, when you get a really cheap like Chinese, like a really cheap camera drone, and like as you're flying, the footage will look very choppy. Like it'll be like it'll pause a lot. It'll kind of lag. With this, because you're connecting straight to the controller, which is connected straight to the drone, there's a little bit of it, but it is so little, man. It is, it's pretty cool. Anything else? That's everything in terms of the drone, all the specs and whatnot. I guess one thing I don't really like, going back to the SD card thing, is if you want to record 4K, full 4K, you can only do it if there's an SD card in there, you know, which isn't that big of a deal, honestly. But like if you're like me and you just sort of like decide like, okay, I'm going to go out and fly today or tomorrow, and you just charge batteries and go, like, you know, 2.7K is still really good, especially for like if you're going to be watching it on your mobile or tablet type thing. The difference between 1080p, for example, and 4K is only really noticeable when you start watching it on TVs, you know. So if you like pull up YouTube on TV and watch it, you know, I guess like some larger tablets as well and laptops, but for the most part, it's really just for if you're going to watch it on TV type thing. The other thing I don't like is when you are in 4K or 2.7K, it only records in 30 frames per second. I personally prefer 60 frames per second, which is why majority of the time I'm going to be running this in 1080p, because you get the 60 frames per second option for the 1080p, you know. But yeah, I'm really excited to do some flight tests and different little photography type things with this drone. Since the gimbal moves by the controller, like by the little toggle wheel, the one that's right there, I'm going to be learning a lot more stuff in terms of how to like change angles while you're climbing and like ascending and things like that, you know. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I am very excited about this. Tomorrow there is supposed to be a thunderstorm in London, which just my luck. I didn't want to fly today, but I was like, no. I decided to go like discipline, and I went to the gym instead. I should have done both. There was so much room in my locker, man. I could have just put the drone right there. No. Anyway, so yeah, I'm probably going to be flying probably Saturday, Sunday. So expect the first like cinematic style drone photography, videography on Saturday or Sunday or Monday. I don't know. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember to like, subscribe, and I will see you all later. Keep on flying, guys. Peace out.